Yet, when a sweet, savory, and attractive bait is thrown into the water, they hastily race to it from all quarters. Likewise, the Lord approaches quickly the holy devotee whose heart is full of devotion and faith. As we practice these rituals, as we make offerings to the Divine Mother and sings the bhajans that we are singing, Sri Ramakrishna advised us that all this must be tempered with what he called a sweet, savory, and attractive bait that will attract the presence of God in our heart, open up the presence of God in our heart. By this, Sri Ramakrishna meant was that when we decorate the altar, when we place an offering in front of God, it all must be done in an attractive way. Our minds must be applied to it, and we must try to seek, find, and learn new means of making this presentation of our spiritual practices more attractive to God. In other words, the spiritual practices cannot be mechanical, it cannot be just arbitrarily done, it must be conducted with some thought, some consideration. That is the only way we can intensify this devotion in our heart. Now, after that, Sri Ramakrishna sang a song to the Divine Mother, which in itself is not only inspiring but instructive. Now, Sri Ramakrishna is singing to Mother Kali. How can your Mother Kali hold herself away, O mind, if you are in earnest, yearning that is? Bring her an offering of bay leaves and hibiscus flowers, lay at her feet your offerings, and with it mingle the fragrant sandal paste of love. So Sri Ramakrishna taught us here what the Divine Mother likes, that is the red hibiscus flowers, the bilva leaves, and Sri Ramakrishna is telling us how to make this attractive bait. It means take these ingredients of worship, wash them, a beautiful red color hibiscus, put a green, contrasting green bilva leaf there, and then using the sweet fragrant sandal paste, smear it on that, and with that devotion, paying some attention to the process of worship, we offer it with love to God. And Sri Ramakrishna says, when you do this, how can your Mother Kali hold herself away? The Divine Mother will manifest herself, and people will have some spiritual experience indicating the presence of the Divine Mother and indicating how the Divine Mother will bless us in whatever we are asking for. Now, these rituals that we do, almost all of us do some rituals or the other, in our homes, in temples that we go to, and sometimes in family gatherings as well. These rituals are to be observed by all of us according to Sri Ramakrishna, and he tells us rituals are to be observed, but when one advances in spirituality, it is not necessary to observe them for long. Then the mind gets concentrated on God, resulting in communion with Him. Those that have the strength to meditate after long years of practice of meditation, they can give up the rituals. But we as ordinary devotees, we have a physicalized personality. Every time we sit for meditation, the mind is brought back to our human body. We feel the aches and pains of the body, we feel the cravings of the body, we feel hunger, we feel thirst, we feel discomfort, we want to get up from our seat. This means we have a physicalized personality. When this physicalized personality is transcended, then and then only we can give up rituals. Otherwise, we must be absorbed in the rituals, and rituals must be done selflessly like this. Now, Sri Ramakrishna once told Holy Mother how to perform these rituals of Navaratri very simply, which can be done in people's houses. Today, people are so busy rushing to work, they are kept occupied by their studies, their career, earning of wealth, etc., which takes up their whole day. They don't have much time for prayers. But Sri Ramakrishna gave a very simple method by which the Navaratri can be conducted. Now in Navaratri itself, we have so many different deities. Even at that time in Calcutta, people were worshipping so many different forms of the Divine Mother. And during this period, you can see from our altar also here, Lord Ganesha is worshipped, Lord Kartikeya is worshipped, Vahanas are here, swans, eagle of Mother Lakshmi, etc. is here. All these deities are worshipped during this time. Now when a devotee put this query to the Holy Mother, so many deities are there, how are we going to propitiate? Propitiate means please these different deities and get their blessings. Sri Ramakrishna gave Holy Mother simple instructions which she gave in turn to the other devotees. To how many gods will you offer salutations? Rather invoke all the deities in a pitcher, a kalsa that is, and prostrate before it. That would amount to saluting all the deities. So that is what is normally kept here, coconut put into a brass vessel or clay pot, mango leaves, etc. It is all assembled, ceremonially assembled, ritualistically assembled. And in that, in your own houses also, you can keep that for the 9 or 10 days and immerse it after that and invoke all the deities to be invoked during the Navaratri time. In that vessel, Mangala Ghat, it is called in West Bengal, that is what is called. In this country, we use the word Khalsa, using this word, though Khalsa technically is not the correct word for this. So, all the deities can be worshipped here, and one can worship this in one's own home. Now, rituals is not just only about invoking the presence of a deity in a symbol. This is a symbol in which we invoke the deity. There is a procedure in which we have to follow to bring our ritualistic worship to successful conclusion. Now, Sri Ramakrishna didn't want the busy people to go through elaborate and complex rituals, bringing the priest and all. That you can do from time to time. But for the daily worship, he gave a very simple instructions to Holy Mother, which he conveys in the Gospel of Holy Mother to Nandrani Dutt. Nandrani Dutt was a lady devotee who was coming to Holy Mother, and this lady did not know how to do this puja. And Holy Mother gave her these instructions. Wipe the deity's pitcher and offer flowers, bell leaves, and sandal paste at her feet. Thereafter, place the food offerings for the deity, saying, please accept this, then repeat the mantra of the chosen deity. That is the instructions Holy Mother gave. So, this is necessary here to clean the place, offer flowers and bell leaves. If you don't have bell leaves, one can offer even other leaves also. When I went to Europe and stayed at our France center, there was no bilva leaves don't grow in that place. It is too cold. So every day we offer rose leaves. Rose leaves are offered. Substitutes are there also, and sandal paste, which is of course available. And then Holy Mother is telling them, please place the food before the deity, saying, you should speak to the deity, have an intimate connection with the deity and say, please accept this. Then after that, whilst you imagine the deity is eating, concentrating on the deity, one should repeat the mantra of that chosen deity. In this way, by just a simple puja, our connectivity with God is re-established, rekindled, and our intensity of prayer is increased by simple procedure like this, which Sri Ramakrishna came. This age, the avatar came to make religion simple. Sri Ramakrishna came to make the worship, the Divine Mother, very simple. Before that, it was very elaborate. And people who did that elaborate and complex worship, it was becoming mechanical for them. It was also becoming laborious. We were not enjoying it. This simple puja can be enjoyed to our heart's content, and we can have wonderful relationship with the Divine Mother. And just as a lotus opens up in front of the sun and gives off fragrance, the presence of the Divine Mother in our heart will open up, and we will feel the fragrance of the Divine Mother inside us. Fragrance is not a smell, like the fragrance of a flower. Fragrance of the Divine Mother is peace will start opening up inside our heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.